All right, here's the activation for the bonus session for children for a roadmap to emotional recovery. We already talked about it in the session, but we're going to give it more specifically. So what we want you to do is get 3 sheets of paper
Right.
for your child and some colors. And on the top of one page, write sad self. Second page, probably in red,
Mad self.
mad self. And the third page, happy self.
And put their name.
And
Whatever
put
their
their
name is. Happy self and, Elizabeth, or happy self and Moses, whatever it is.
And then I want you to talk to your child about the fires and all the changes that have been made, and how it's disrupted your life and how's it disrupted your child's life. And say, I want you to draw a picture of what you're sad about with all the changes. And then also to draw a picture of what you're angry about with all the changes. And then draw a picture of what you're happy about with all the changes. And as HollyKem suggested in the session, is you ought to do it yourself too.
Yes, do it with them.
Be good, therapeutic, and so forth.
Oh, yeah.
And then after you complete that, just talk a little bit about it, see if it leads to conversation, and then have that. But that simple act of externalizing is very powerful. Now, if your child is an adolescent, right, you may do it through pictures or you may do it through writing. Just have them write it all out.
Right. Well, and in this, it's like as they draw their sad self, you want to take that one and let them talk about it, right? And let them explain their little picture to you, right? And, they're probably going to cry because they're little. Little kids cry, right? They cry congruently with how they feel. It's the thing that we lose as adults, right? And then you let them draw the angry self, the sad, the mad self. And when they're drawing their mad self, then you let them tell you about the picture. And then take the third one and do that. So if they process after each one, it makes it easier to do the next one. So they can pick if they want to do the sad self or they want to do their mad self first. So whichever one they want, they do that one and then they do the next one after they process. Now, if you're a teenager, what you want them to do is they can have a written or art journal or both. So they can have a journal where they write about their sad self and the losses that they've had, and they can draw as well, because a lot of adolescents, they'll draw and try to get that out of them. And then they can draw about their mad self and write about how angry they are about all the losses. And then from there, they put their name, their age, okay? So they would put their age, so I'm 16 or 14, and then they write about what they're grateful for and all that they want what they want to see happen for their new life that is coming up and what they want for their family. So because they've lost control as well as a teenager. So allowing them to have a voice about what's important to them and then about their losses. And then what you do is you have them share that with you. And then what you want to do is you want to share some of that with them as well. And you can make that decision how deep you go with them. But you allow them to know that you're hurting too and you're angry too. And you also have a vision for your family. And that you want to include what's important to them in the new vision into y'all's life. So they feel like they have a voice as well. And what that does is that brings the family closer and closer.
And to reiterate what we said earlier, the residual impact of trauma is not what happened.
Right.
It's what happens after the event happens, how we process it, how we deal with it, whether we internalize it, whether we externalize it.
Yes.
So as a parent that loves your children, create a space for them to externalize so that they won't have the residual long-term impact from the trauma.
Right. We're going to take control where we had no control.
Yeah.
And we do it with great love. And I know anyone that has a child, they adore and love them and hate to see them in such pain. So we want to give you something that can help them, which helps you and helps your family to be able to take the quality of life back that you deserve.
So we bless you and we bless your children, and we know that you're going to get great benefits by activating this in their lives. And so So thanks again for joining us, and God bless.
Yeah, and share this with somebody that needs it. Just send it to them.